Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. So, Greg, when a team is struggling in the season, as a player, do you know when it's time to make a roster change, when things need to be shuffled?
I think players usually see that as a last resort. Typically, you look inward and try to improve as an individual and as a team. And the front offices are the ones looking for the quick fix.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Ratliff with the ball. Williams picks him up. Pass to Terry from past the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And Atlanta has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And that one's good by Henderson.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot. I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Now here's Henderson. Pass to Glover. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Terry. Hits it from three-point range.
Defenders have to be alert to what Terry's able to do because he's quick at pulling the trigger on the catch.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 6 points for Williams.
Capitalizing from that mid-range. I love seeing him go to work in that area.
Terry dishes to Ratliff. And the shot goes down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And now the 76ers on the break. The finish.
Flashing his athleticism with the big-time slam. That was special.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Terry, the pass to Ratliff. Outside Robinson. Here's Terry. Barber pulls it in.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
That shot wide open. Dixon's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Terry. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. The 76ers leading by 6. The 3 from Iverson. The 76ers another 3.
Boy, a guy like Iverson can really wear out a defense. He's just so quick and can pull up in seconds and get by you in seconds. He just makes it hard to deal with him.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. The 76ers making a switch here. Alford's checked in. Here's Ratliff. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Nice shot by Terry.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Hawks. Obviously, the focus will be on Allen Iverson and slowing him down. I talked to Coach about it, and he told me, you can't try and bully AI. He's used to that. And he takes the contact and lives at the line. We just want to make everything a challenge for him and drop his shooting numbers. There is no easy answer for the answer. Kev, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Two open that time, made it look too easy. Terry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Atlanta. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Glover. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Shot by Terry, no good. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 16-7 run.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Pass to Robinson. Knocks it loose. And Williams with the clear. Oh, and there he puts it down!
Man, what a throw! Yeah!
Oh, my goodness.
Active hands right there. I like seeing him be aggressive attacking the ball.
Now here's Terry. He's got 8. Here's Glover. Inside. Here's Ratliff. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Robinson's checked in for Barber. White comes in for Dixon. And Jones subbed in for Iverson. Newble. White covering. Terry against Jones. And it's Terry off the drive. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
And so it's Atlanta with it. The 76ers getting the bucket. Just 4 to shoot. Atlanta again missing. Here's Robinson. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. 76ers lead by 14. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the 76ers.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Here's Dickow. Still yet to score. Williams against Muhammad. Here's Newble. Rebound by the 76ers. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
The Hawks trail by 15. Terry looking over the floor. Henderson with the screen for Terry. And there's the drive. Got a piece of it.
Timed that block perfectly.
Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Glover, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Rockets in Houston. Lays it up and banks it in.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
The 76ers leading by 15. Buries the long-range jumper. Robinson's got 5. And you look back at the Lakers' three-peat, Clark. Can anyone knock them off?
Well, it's hard to see anybody being able to knock them off, Kevin. As long as they've got Kobe and Shaq, they're the favorites. I mean, no team has a combination that can match that duo. But that's why you play the games.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. The Hawks making a switch here. Ratliff is checked in. Barber's checked in for the 76ers. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Ratliff. Out to Henderson. Down low. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
The 76ers leading by 18. Here's Robinson. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Not an easy distance, but you know what? He showed no anxiety at all.
The Hawks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Left side, Terry. Robinson pulls it in.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Williams gets the bucket.
And right now, he is cooking. His guys would be smart to keep feeding the beast.
Terry outside. Henderson with the screen for Terry. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Robinson's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Glover. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Terry outside. To halt the run, and the layup is good. Terry's got 10.
At a size disadvantage, clearly, but Terry still found a way to make it work.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Iverson's checked in for the 76ers. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Atlanta. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And for Philadelphia, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's Glover. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. They set the pick. Terry outside. Takes the three. Cans it from downtown. Terry's got 5 points in the quarter.
What makes Terry dangerous from range is how efficient he is. I mean, this guy does not waste these opportunities.
Read the defense beautifully, puts the ball on the floor, and makes a play.
For Atlanta, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Glover. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Yep, that one goes.
Wanting to get his teammates in a rhythm, Iverson showing leadership with these types of passes.
Terry against Iverson. Now, here is Robinson. Tight defense on him. It's deflected.
When your defense is challenged like that, you need guys to rise to the occasion.
Good on the shot. Iverson's got his third bucket of the night.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Robinson for 3. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Barber, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
And so it's Philadelphia having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Terry with it. Henderson outside. Pass to Ratliff. Here's Glover. Stolen away. Fast break, Philadelphia. And it's Williams with the jam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
Terry kicks to Henderson. Back to Terry. Ratliff a screen on Iverson. Shot by Terry, no good. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Glover. Back to Terry for the 3. No good that time. Philadelphia's gotten all but one of their three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
90 seconds now into the second half. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for two. Terry's got 15.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Iverson, no luck.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Pass to Ratliff. Here's Glover. Iverson covering. 5 to shoot. Robinson on the wing. Lets it go. Rebound by the 76ers.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And that one's good. Barber.
On the interior, it's mandatory that you play through contact.
Pass to Glover. Back to Terry. Here's the three. Barber pulls it in. Barber's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Dixon. Good on the three-point shot. Dixon's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Ready to fire right off the catch. Excellent shot prep.
3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Robinson. A 3-ball. Barber pulls it in.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
From the arc. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got 6 assists now in the game. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Williams with the block.
He was not having it. Get that stuff out of here.
It's good. 20 points for Smooth.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Shot by Terry, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Here's Glover. Atlanta again missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Dixon passes to Barber. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball. Barber's got 23.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Robinson on the wing, unloads, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Set them up so they could knock them down.
Here's Barber. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Releases. Again, Philadelphia.
Terrific setup. Excellent floor vision.
So it's Atlanta now. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Looking to end his cold spell. Shot by Terry, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Muhammad Muhammad with a screen on Jones. And so it's Philadelphia with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So it's Philadelphia now. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Alford's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the 76ers. Alford's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Pass to Johnson. Muhammad with a screen on Robinson. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
That's how you run the two-man game. Nice shot.
Here's White. And the 76ers call time here.
Timeout, timeout. Start it.
On the mark with the 15-footer.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
The wide open look here for Terry. Misses the three.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And the 76ers call time here. Out to the right wing. Here's Barber. The good-looking shot from the wing. Barber's got 30.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
The 76ers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
He can do damage when he's shooting in that kind of rhythm. Tremendous confidence pulling up with that quick release, stopping on a dime.
Now here's Terry. D right on him. Johnson draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Muhammad pass to Dickow. 6 to shoot. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in. Muhammad's got his first points of the night.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Barber. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And he gets the bucket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Confident shot. Knew he wanted to fire and did not hesitate.
Here's Dickow. White covering. It's Terry outside. That shot off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Johnson kicks to Terry. And it's Terry again missing. 76ers have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. And that one's good. Barber.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Johnson with a screen on White. Terry outside. And it's Terry again missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And White slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Dickow, and it's sent back by White.
And he sent a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
And that one's good. Barber.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Johnson can't get it to go. Johnson's gone 1 of 3 on the night.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smooth.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
Johnson outside. There's the triple. The shot off that time.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him.
Again, what an avalanche.
An incredible performance tonight, folks. He's at 50.
And tonight ties him for the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Latrey trains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, good vision from Terry. Able to find an open teammate there for the deuce.
Here's Holford. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Dickow. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alders, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And so long, everyone.